Okay, I do not know which vlog this thing is going to be put into. But basically today is the third day of school. And it's my first. I have skipped school for the past 2 days. And now I have to go to school. And I'm going to go to school for 3 days. And then I'm done. Yeah, so I'm going to be starting online school after 3 days. Because basically, my anxiety is very bad. And right now, I'm just trying to convince myself that I'm not getting ready for school. I'm just chilling, you know? I got this really big shirt on, and it's like a little warm, but like, So right now, I'm really kind of tripping. What's up? Go subscribe to my channel. It's Gabrielle Orzel. Probably won't spell that right, but W-U-R-Z-E-L. Go subscribe. You already know. So here's my outfit for the day. We've got this really big thing that makes me look kind of chubby. No self-respect. And I would wear jeans with this, but like that'd be like kind of weird, and somebody might think, sorry, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? So unfortunately, I'm wearing these shorts, which I feel a little weird about because one time I was sitting in class and I swear I heard these people talking about my cellulite. I could be wrong, but I'm probably right. I'm in the bathroom with my sister. She's taking a shit. And we're getting ready for school. It's 6:45. We're gonna leave for the bus at 7:40. So right now it's 7 o'clock. Well, it's actually 7:03. For some reason the microwave says 1:03, so that's creative. But basically I have to leave in like 37 minutes. I'm really freaking out. I'm only going for 3 days, so I just grabbed a bunch of random school supplies and like I'm gonna act like they were meant for these classes. Also, I have 10 minutes till I need to leave for this bitch ass school, and I'm really starting to have a panic attack about it. Because the thing is, I've been thinking about this a lot. It's gonna be really embarrassing. I have to ask the teacher, oh, do you have assigned seats in this bitch ass class? So basically, we're at the bus stop right now, and I'm only showing my eyes because I'm about to cry. And you guys need to see those tears. But basically, there's no other bitch asses here, and I'm starting to have like a little bit of a panic attack because I don't want to go. I'm just so pissed. So, right now, I am putting on some primer, and today I'm really freaking out because today is it's a scary day. Picture day is Friday, and so hopefully they put me in the yearbook, so it'll be like really funny because I won't have gone there, but I'll be in the yearbook. Okay, so that'll be cool. So my update on how yesterday went, it went okay. I got lost. Going from floral design to history. And I'm really scared it's gonna happen again. Because that hallway, it's just so confusing. Okay, there's literally 3 pimples in a triangle. It's like just so confusing for some reason to me, so. So currently we're waiting at the bitch ass bus stop, and I don't really want to be here. So yeah, I'm hopefully gonna try to make a little vlog clip at lunch so we can talk about all the people there and how they're trash. Callie. 2 days worth of school. I was supposed to go to 3, and I'll get into that later. But basically, for my first day, it was like fine. It was really chill. Like I didn't really miss anything. The only thing I missed was math. And what I can say about that is that basically my math teacher sucks. She uses really like complicated words. And she does these little worksheets, and they ask for questions about things that the problem has no answer to. And so I had to sit alone at lunch, which sucked. And what also sucks is this. I do not like this personally, but the school uses technology, which is whatever. But in my opinion, if you're gonna use technology, make sure that everyone has it before starting to use it, or make sure that everybody's in the loop. Basically, they set up my schedule, and they were really rude when I started my schedule. It was just terrible. And then when I got back, I skipped 2 days, and then I went on the third day. I said, well, can I have a map at the school? And they said, oh, we don't give out maps. And they expected me, just to go to my classes without knowing where anything is. And they're like, well, I guess we'll have someone give you a tour. And literally they gave me the person who's like the most unenthusiastic about it. Like, they did not want to be there. So I was just kind of like, oh my God. And that just sucked. And they just sit there and yell at you for stuff that, like, it's like, I can't really control this, so I don't know why you think that's okay to yell at me. And like, when you just ask questions, they think that you're so like dumb. And I'm just in all these crappy classes. Everyone there is really cliquey. They're not really into making new friends. The only class where I had like people who were okay to me was my history class, and then my social media class. Which my social media class, luckily I sat next to these two girls who were really nice, and they like wanted me to be in my group. But I think that the reason they were like that was because they were also new students at one point. The one girl, yeah. So then on my third day of school, I did not go to school, and it started out like this. I got ready, and I kind of thought I could do it, but then with me, it's like a mental barrier, and my dad was home, and I'm supposed to ride the school bus to school, and I told myself I'm not going to school. And it was, my bus comes at 7:55, and it was 7:50, and I still hadn't left the house. I like told my dad, she's like, Callie, I need to ride to school. And so then my dad was like, oh, what time? And she said this one time, and I did not want to leave at the time. And he knocked on my door, and this was kind of rude what I did. And I said, I'm not going to school. And I was like yelling and stuff. And yeah, and he said, well, what time does your school start? I said, I wouldn't know. I don't know where the fucking shit is at the school. And oh yeah, the same thing happened at like on the second and third days of school I went to. Me and my dad had the same argument. Well, the second day it wasn't that bad, but the third day we had this argument because I don't understand where shit is. And he was parking this one area, and I had no fucking idea where it is. And it's not like you could look at the map or anything, because there is none. So yeah, so I didn't know where it is, and then we had an argument about that. And I said, I'm just gonna walk home, and he said, don't fucking walk home, I'm gonna go pick you up. And he said, where are you right now? And I said, I don't know where fucking shit is at the school, because it's stupid as shit. And I don't really normally swear in front of my parents. I just get, like, if I get really pissed, I'll, do it, but yeah. So yeah, there's that. So then, yeah, so my sister left for school, and then it was time to leave, and I was really mad. I was like crying and stuff, and he's like, it's time to fucking leave, and we were like screaming and shit. And then I said, what are you doing right now? And I said, I'm taking a shit because I can't shit at school. Yeah, that was kind of probably inappropriate. And then he's like, fine, I'll wait for you in the car. And I was crying and stuff, and then I got in the car, and then he said, go change your shirt, you can't wear that at school. So I walked back inside, and I just slammed the door and shit, and I was crying, and I got in the car, and I said, I have mascara all over my eyes, I do not want to go to school today. And I was like, we were like screaming and stuff, and I was like, please don't make me go, please don't make me go. And yeah, so then finally he stopped, and we were like barely out of the neighborhood, and he said, well, you know what, you can either go to school today and you can do online school, or you can not go, and then you're gonna have to go to your mom's house. And I said, oh, fine, I'll just go to my mom's house. And he said, okay, well, if you go to your mom's house, you're never welcome back in my house again. And I was like, okay, whatever, like, I don't care. And then so I just really did not want to go to school. And so then he was like, fine, whatever. And then he drove me back home, and he said, you know what, come back here. And he was like, he's screaming at me, and he's like, whatever and shit. And we were just having like a really big argument. I heard him call my mom, and they were like screaming and stuff. And he was like, she's moving your house, I'm booking her a flight today, like she can go live with you and stuff. And like, and he goes, well, she just won't go to school, she just won't fucking do it and shit like that. And then he's like, you know what, I'll just put her in a mental hospital. And I was like, and I said, please don't make me go there. I was screaming and crying and shit. It was like really intense. And then I said, you know what, I don't like that, I don't have issues, I don't like that school because, and I was saying, and then he said, come out here. And I just was so mad and just upset, I'm really upset about things just because I can't, like, it's really, really hard. And like, it's just, nobody understands. Like, that sucks, sitting alone at lunch. It sucks being confused and you want to go ask somebody, but nobody wants to fucking help you because they don't give a shit. And like, you know, it like, and it sucks not like understanding your a class because a teacher sucks ass, and you can, you know, you can't just ask me like, oh, this teacher sucks ass, can I switch class? And then also like it's just like it, I just wish, like before when I was in algebra 2, if I missed a day, I was pretty smart, so I was just able to catch up myself. But that's because we use simple words instead of being a bitch ass and using like these big ass words. But yeah, so there was that, and it's just like it sucks. It really does, and you know. And then my dad was like, "Well, you can just do online school, like you calm down and shit." And he's like, "Oh yeah, but it's gonna take like 1 to 2 weeks to start." Yeah, I cannot go to school for like 1 to 2 weeks, because it's just like, I don't, this is like a little too personal, I guess. I don't know. Basically, that school has automatic flushers, and this was like kind of a big deal, but it's gone down on my list of things because I realized I can hold my pee for a pretty long time. But basically, you know, girls have times of the month, and if I wait 2 weeks, I'm gonna be on that, and I can't do that at school because I can't use the fucking bathrooms. So TMI, but so yeah. So I'm a little bit fucked, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I really just want to move in with my mom.